Alright, welcome to another video. Here I'll be taking my trade breakdowns for the week and some more examples of the fractal models. Also, I'll be ensuring that I drop some more guidelines and rules for taking trades with fractal geometry. Alright, so let's go. This area right here, okay, our short was completed on GBP to 8 minutes time frame, right? So I took a short position from this level, this area right here, and in the previous video I showed that this fractal, there's a fractal in this area right here, like this. There's a fractal in this area, and that fractal is rescaled. Okay. That fractal is rescaled this area. So I've explained this to, I think, one or two students before, that the fractal small area representing the big area, so we all know that. So let's see how this self-similar. Okay, so we have the sweep of this load. Let's do this. All right, so we have a sweep of the low here. We have a sweep of the low here. Okay, we have this moving this way. So we have this move in this way, right? And we have an uptrend. Okay, there must be pure self-similarity before we can take all our trades, right? Okay, so we've seen all the similarities. So on this move, the smaller move is already completed. It remains the big move. So how do we look at that? We see that the price reversed on the smaller move here by coming down, then going above like this, right? So how do we replicate down the bigger move? Price has already come down, then it's pulled back a little bit like this, right? So as we can see there, what do we expect? See this area right here? Price gave a little bit of higher high right here. So what do? We expect a higher high right here. Okay, so and price is going to reach this target area. Price broke the low here, so we expect that price comes to this area to break this low. Okay, so when there's a higher high presented in this place, right, to stop loss, right, and take it all the way down to this area. And let's see what the price does. Price is going to come over to this level to break that level. Right, so there we have it. This is called a rescaled fractal, where the fractal on the smaller time frame was rescaled before the fractal on the bigger time frame forms. So whenever we spot self-similarity like this, we take our short position or a long position. Alright, let's check out the gold chart. Let's check the gold chart. But before we proceed to the gold chart, I want to say something that whenever you have a price action like this, your candles mustn't be in this way. No, this is wrong. You're not going to get enough data and details to trade this price action with fractals, right? If you have something this way, okay, and you take this price action like this, of course it's correct, but there's not much details to fit your price, right? So you must take and capture all the details. Fractal geometry works best when there's enough details to capture, right? So let's look at this. Let's go to 3 minutes time frame. So we said at the beginning of trends and at the end of trends. There we can find our L1 direction model, right? So let's see if we have price in this way. Okay, we have the price action this way, right? We want to take a short position from this area. You see this level right here. Now you're going to see something. The price is already from this area right here, okay? But there's not much detail. And if you take a short here, you're going to get stopped out. So what do? We move over to the lower time frame. See, capture much more details in price. Right? Here we have our level. Okay. This way. Scale. Right. Now what do? See, this is too much. I said something previously that whenever cutting fractals, you cut them small, right? Alright, so let's go this way. Just like this, so I can scale it properly. Right? And we'll scale like this. See self-similar price movement in this area right here. Okay, so for L in one direction, take a short position from this area, right? Just your stop loss. Okay, then target this low right here. So once you set your low there as your target, take it all the way down in this way and let price do its job and get you in the move, right? So when price gets to 50% of your move, you can break even or take some partials, right? Alright, so you can see it seems as if price wanted to reverse, but it actually came hit our take profit. So that's the way price moves in this area, the L1 direction model. Right, let's see another example. Okay, in this area that we have here, we have price moving this way, right? Price moved in this way, like this. Okay, where do we take our Y model from? This area, right? Let's go. Alright, price moved in this way. Now we cut this area right here and we scale our fractal, right? We scale it to fit this area. Okay, so we take long position from this area right here. Okay, from this area and we target this high here, right? And price hits our take profit for the high. Okay, that's our trade for the Y model. Right, now let's say something. If we have price moving in this way, okay, this is the beginning of a trend, right? I want to see if the price is going to come like this, alright? Wait for the price to develop in this area. We'll take a copy of our fractal. Okay? Rescale it in this way. Alright? See what happens here. Take a long position from this area. Right here. Okay? Or you could take a long position from this area. But you know your fractal starts from here. So if you need the price action at this area, you have to wait for multiple confirmations. Or better still, you have to go to a much more lower time frame, right? Then target the next high in this area. Okay, in this area right here, and see how price gets to the levels in this area. Right? So here we go, stopped out in this area. Okay. So here we got stopped out. Why? Why do we get stopped out from here? Because initially your fractal start at this level. If you maintain the same stop loss at this level, you're not going to get stopped out. But like I said, if you're going to trade from this area, you have need multiple confirmations that your stop loss shouldn't be that high. Personally, if I'm taking a trade from this area, I'm not going to put any stop loss. Personally, why? This is because I already have an idea that this is where my L starts from, right? This area is where my L starts. So definitely the stop loss levels aren't going to be the same. So I'm going to avoid putting stop loss to avoid getting stopped out this area. Okay, so as you've seen there. Now, what do you do if you want to enter this area but need much more confirmations? Then you go to a much more lower time frame, right? Like 15 seconds time frame. Okay, or the 30 seconds time frame, right? So we are in this area right here. Let's remove this. Okay, in this area right here, but we want to take a short position from this area. See, we've already got a confirmation of the L in one direction starting at this level, right? The L in one direction starts at this level. Okay, this is the normal entry for your L in one direction, but you're at this level, right? But you're at this level in this area. So what do you do? The beginning of the trend, again, we rescaling factor, right? We take a copy of this right here. Okay, then we rescale. So let's delete this model. So try to rescale. Try to rescale, still maintaining the initial target of the L in one direction, which is around this area, right? So take a long position from here, from these levels, the new stop loss, right? The new stop loss. So let's see how price reacts to it. To that. All right. All right. So there you can see, anytime your fractal has started to print and you're on the 1 minute time frame, what should you do? You should go to a much more lower time frame to get a much more perfect entry, right? Go to a much more lower time frame to get a much more perfect entry. So whenever you want to take swing trades, whenever you want to take weekly trades, like trades for 2-3 days, you use the 3 minutes, 5 minutes time frame. Okay, but whenever you want to take a trade that's going to last you weeks, you use the 30-minute time frame. I've explained this in previous video. So if you've come to the end of that, I'm going to talk about more models in the coming video and show you multiple examples. Okay, thank you.